First we drink, and then we are going to combine everything.
Okay. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Carrying On in the Kitchen with your girl who doesn't cuss, Terry Murray. Joining me today is Samantha Luu. And I met her because she is the co-founder of Everyday Action, which everyone knows I'm on the board of. And Everyday Action is a nonprofit that her and her co-founder, my sister-in-law, the one I got in the divorce, Hillary Cohen, founded. Yes. And they reallocate food from film and television sets. Please follow them right here. There's their link. Get support. Volunteer. What do you need immediately for people?
I mean, we always need volunteers. We move 150,000 pounds of food a year, and we always need someone to help pick it up or someone to help us sort it to warehouse. We have a new shared warehouse space with several of the nonprofits, and we always need help sorting and cleaning. It gets messy in the 5,000 square foot warehouse. It's huge.
So we're going to make sure we don't waste any food today, and we'll just reallocate it to our bellies.
Yes.
So as always, we've decided to pair our meal today with rosé. Cheers.
Cheers.
And of course, with every episode, we simultaneously have a movie playing. Today, it's Goonies. That's right, the 1985 version of the Goonies with Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Corey Feldman, Carrie, Martha Plimpton. Oh, Mr. Guy that won the Oscar. I figured out. Well, congratulations to you, King. Yes. From the Goonies to the Oscars. And by the way, in his speech, he thanked his mother. Very, very sweet.
It's really sweet.
So what is it about Goonies that warms your heart?
I mean, this was a cult classic and my brother's favorite movie when we were kids. So we always watched it every time it was on. And I still do that to this day.
Yeah.
And now that we're about to enter summer, it's the perfect summer. But I mean, treasure hunt, come on.
I mean, I also have loved the Goonies. I always loved them getting underground and the whole adventure of them going through it and the booby traps and following the map. And I heard an interesting fact about it, that after the filming, Sean Astin got the map, the product that was the map, he got to keep it. And then one day his mom was cleaning out his room. His mom was Patty Duke, right? She threw it away because she thought it was trash. Yeah, so the map is gone.
I'm having flashbacks.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. And the back of it had the music notes on the back of it so she could play the bones. Yeah, they could open the thing and they get through. Like, such a good movie. Everyone should watch it. Yeah. We obviously can't show scenes from it because, copyright, but what are you going to do? So, Sam, tell us what we're making today.
So today, in honor of, some family time, we're making egg rolls, my family's recipe. I will try to do my best at recreating that. I can't tell you the ingredients, though. I can tell you the ingredients we use, but I can't tell you the amounts.
Right. I just cooking by baking people.
Yeah. I know it by smell because that's just how we grew up making this. It has to, once we mix the filling ingredients all together, and we put in the spices, I will literally smell the filling. It's the weirdest thing. I'm so sorry. But it's how you do it.
Yeah. It's traditionally, how families pass down recipes over time. So what we will do is give you a list of ingredients. So The first is glass noodles.
Mung bean bread. It's basically the same-ish thing.
Not really. And we just grabbed a handful. Yeah, that's how it's done. Handful. Cabbage, regular old cabbage, some eggs, carrots. We're using pork, but you can use chicken.
But I use chicken. You don't put any eggs in your filling because it'll...
Good to know.
Yeah, it'll kind of combine.
And then these fun little things, which I'd never seen before, are called...
It's black fungus or wood ear mushroom.
Because it helps.
It does garlic in ear.
Okay, we do not discriminate.
These add a really lovely umami flavor. So there's sort of a different little texture to them too. They're a little chewy and everything will mix together and you just, it's all magic together.
Okay.
Separately, it looks a little strange, but once we combine it.
Yeah, love that. So what do we do first?
2 sips of rosé and I don't know any Shiraz.
So
first we drink, and then we are going to combine everything.
Okay.
So this is really great if you are a messy individual and you love this. I don't. I usually use gloves, but I'm gonna raw dog it.
Okay, raw dog.
So yeah, a lot of people love this part. I don't.
Do you want me to do
You're
it?
gonna squish everything together. Yeah, no, it's okay. You're gonna man the spices.
Okay.
So when I tell you, you're gonna put in all the spices, and then I'm just gonna have you keep adding as we go.
Okay,
So I'm gonna start with the bigger bowl.
starting with spices, we have garlic salt, garlic powder, granulated onion powder. No, onion salt, onion powder, black pepper, soy sauce.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna eyeball it.
Yeah, it's also a certain smell that I will like be able to tell, like, hey, this needs more soy sauce, this needs more garlic salt, garlic powder.
So do you go like a little bit at a time so you don't overdo it?
Not really. Luckily, that's the best thing about egg rolls. I mean, if you make them too salty, then you just have a sauce that's a little sweeter. Like a sweet chili sauce is great.
Okay.
Or if you haven't put enough salt, you put in, soy sauce to dip it. So that's the best part about any sort of roll. It's very forgiving if you're not the best with spices. But if you how it's supposed to smell and taste, then yeah, got it. It's just a real like symphony of.
So I don't. It's a symphony of flavors.
It is
It's a bittersweet symphony of flavors.
So I'm just combining the dry ingredients first. So you'll throw in the cabbage, the carrot, the wood air mushroom, and then I'm slowly folding in the mung bean bread. It can be a little.
You're folding it in?
Folding that. Yeah.
Did you ever say that shit's creepy? I'm just telling her to fold in the cheese.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean? He folds it in.
Yep.
Okay, watch me.
That guy could go.
Look at me help.
You're so. Oh, please. You got all of this together. So then here comes the fun part, the pork.
Yay.
So you can use chicken, like we said, but the pork is gonna, either you can crack the eggs in.
Okay. Ooh, fancy.
I did.
And we're gonna do 2 eggs.
Yes, we're gonna start with 2. We might do yes. Oh, we can throw it in. Sorry, but we're ahead in. And then the other egg that we'll use, you'll only use the white if possible. Okay. And we will use that to steal our egg rolls.
Okay.
Yummy. If you like, I know, it's like, if you like squishy things, this is for you.
What's the craziest ingredient you've seen in an egg roll?
Oh, God, I'm thinking of people
I've seen
call it
peas.
egg rolls.
Yeah, I've seen peas
exactly.
in egg rolls.
I mean, I traveled the country one summer with the AHA movie tour. Shout out, you told me, Maha.
Yeah.
I was their content producer, and so we traveled the U.S. and we interviewed someone who had an egg rolls truck.
And
It's mildly offensive for them to call those egg rolls. Egg rolls should not have corn and black beans. You're in burrito territory.
That's taquito.
Exactly.
That's taquito.
This is just the wheat flour taquito, rice flour taquito.
I just really impressed you doing it. Really.
It's yeah.
You
So,
took me for the team,
I mean,
Sam.
this is it is fun if you love playing with Play-Doh as a kid. This is for you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to actually squish it, kind of make a fist and squish it to combine it with the ingredients. That sounds really gross, but that's how you do it.
Okay.
Squish it.
It's some phrase
about all combined. You want to really dig it to the bottom.
there, Sam.
All of those veggies covered with pork or chicken. Your chicken, totally fine. Because I would recommend not using
Yeah, headache.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chicken especially ground chicken, it just tends to be a little softer, and it makes almost like a soft spread. So
Gotcha.
yeah, you don't really need the extra egg. I mean, you can if you want. I guess there's some. Is it protein all the rage now?
It is.
Right?
Yeah, it is. I like protein, but I really love carbs. Never been bad at a carb.
Yeah. We never got a potato. I did.
Oh, same.
Okay.
Same. Okay.
You ready for some spices?
What would you like?
So let's start with the powders first. So we'll start with the garlic powder and the onion powder.
Okay.
And you're just gonna dust the top like a dust lines on cheese, like a good amount. Yeah, go ham.
Okay. More?
Yep. Okay, and then that's good. I'm gonna mix.
And then we got some garlic powder when you're
Yes.
Ooh, I can smell the onion. I love it. This is gonna really bring the flavor out.
Well, this, yeah. Absolutely. Well, got some runaways. Okay.
Ready?
It's the same.
Same
Yep.
dusting.
Same thing.
Dust. Dustity dust.
You have to also remember that like all of this is going to basically like bake in the shell because
Okay.
we don't pre-cook our silly.
That was actually my
That's
next
for amateurs.
Yes. We got pros here.
Yeah.
We don't make the pork just because we're scared.
No.
We're gonna make it all together.
Yes.
I love it.
It also, honestly, to me, tastes better. It tastes different if you cook the filling first.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know why. Maybe it's because it's like double cooked. But yeah, that's not what you.
You know, I made dumplings like 2 weeks ago with Chef Katie Chen, and we didn't cook that pork first either. We made the whole thing, and those are really hard, by the way. It's folding.
Oh, yeah,
dumplings together. Yeah.
So I love watching like the YouTube like hacks, right? And they'll show people like doing things really fast, like like making dumplings, and I'm always just amazed because like my brain doesn't work that way, you know?
Yeah. And
All right,
okay.
ready for our salt?
Okay. Now we crush my onion.
Yes.
Okay.
Onion,
How much?
a little more. And then the garlic.
Okay.
And then we're gonna really mix it up with that black pepper.
Okay. I got fresh black pepper. Just
I love this. This is so exciting. And then the black pepper, you're going to basically cover it. We'll stay a while, but trust me, like once we mix it all together,
You inside.
yep.
Okay.
This is a lot of effort, I will say that. But hey,
You know, it's for the taste buds.
it is.
It's for the people out there. That's a lot of pepper, Sam.
I know.
Oh my God.
Shut up, you go.
Okay. I think I go to Pilates. Look at
I mean, there you go. I did. So I've been doing bar 3 for years, but I slacked way off in the last 2 years. It
Is bar
my surgery and all.
I mean, and the shoulder. That sounds like it.
Yes, and your shoulder. It was because of my like neck. That's why my shoulder was having so many issues. Yeah. So I've like, you know, I think I had my very first knee surgery at like, oh God, 28. I tore my ACL and I couldn't get anywhere to do therapy. Like PT was like all booked up for months. And it was the summer and I didn't want to lay her out. So I found bar 3. It was brand new. So it's a mix of like bar work and Pilates, but made much more like for functionality, you know,
And mobility.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's been exhausting supervisory.
It's hard work. Wait, you're gonna learn how to roll.
We can do roll. Yeah, I'm excited. about
Okay.
it.
Okay, now is the time for soy sauce.
Okay.
Yes. And you're going to just give it a good drizzle on the top. Don't be shy because it'll all mix in. All right.
More.
I think that's good for now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna mix and then I will smell.
Okay.
It'll smell test.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll add as more ingredients
As your nose dictates.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
You know what we need over here? Let me just hang it up because you're cooking so hard. I'm not being the best, most accommodating chef. So this is how we do. Because we want to make sure our chef is taken care of.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we're the best.
Okay. We keep you record.
How to do it.
Right?
Yeah.
It's called friendship, Sam.
Yeah.
Friendship.
No, this is great.
Just
Speaking of friendship, we didn't get this in the beginning of the video, which we really should have. But you know, I told you, at the gala, I was like, you were the first person who told us that we weren't crazy when we came to you with our idea for Rapid Action.
Yeah.
And you were our first champion, really. Like you immediately sat us down, told us how to do business lady boss things that we had no clue about. and,
thank you.
and I remember, you had like I remember, our first consultation with you, you had like very realistic, goalposts that you already had an idea for us and like very much, settled us out of the, oh, this is just an idea.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, this is doable. Like, you can do this. This is great. This is a brilliant idea and you should do it. And like, look at what it's become.
I agree with you. Well, you guys were great to do that and stuff. I also just wanted to be realistic. If you're starting out a new business, even if it's a nonprofit, you're still running it as a business. So I want it to function. And I do, I talk to a lot of businesses a bit as they've started, especially with their marketing and building their community. I'm a community builder, as everyone knows. And it was my pleasure. It was also, we were in a time during the pandemic where we're like, what the hell are we going to be doing at times? And when you guys came to me with this idea, I thought, well, there's always going to be people hungry and there's always going to be food waste, unfortunately. How do you created a pathway with the least amount of resistance? And it was immediate. We have food. You're hungry. Here you go.
Right.
You didn't have to go through all these hoops and like, oh, well, what about this? And when, no, we have to have this. It's like, no, you fed people immediately.
Yeah.
And tell us about that very first time when you reallocated food.
I mean, our very first one was with actually the first production that came back during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really a change in direction for us, because as an assistant director, you're the first in, last out.
Right.
Every day. And you are the person who shoulders all of the technical coordination issues that, anyone has. So you kind of are off, but you're kind of always on call.
Yeah.
And luckily for us, we were in with this producer. He called us, I think, at, 8 or 9 that morning, was like, everything's messed up. Half our like COVID tests didn't come back. Like, we have to scrap the whole morning. Like, all the food is here at the cafeteria. Goodbye.
Come take it away.
Yeah, and he had to rush off to like deal with all the logistics when normally like that would have been part of our job. And we just looked at each other and kind of laughed and said, "Okay, we're down to Manhattan Beach, no problem." And we went down, got all the food in bags, and then just immediately walked it out to people who were out on the street. And we did have to chase down our first person. In my defense, he was just chilly with his cart, almost taking a nap on his feet. I forgot the scallions. I forgot something.
Scallions.
Thank God.
Stacked. I can cut these.
Oh, this is so exciting. Look at you.
How many do you want? This side or this side?
The top side. Okay. You're going to cut. Let's cut to like there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go this way.
Yeah. Okay. You
I'm smaller?
No, chop. You can throw all of that in.
Okay.
Mix. Oh, thank God I looked up. It's not a
Yeah. That's all right. There's always one
having theme.
Yeah.
Is this mixing our scallions in?
Love it. Love it.
Oh,
Smell test. What do
we
we need?
need some more garlic.
Okay. Powder or salt?
I think garlic powder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Garlic. What's
powder.
the difference, to be honest?
Well, one has salt and one's like powder sugar.
Okay, Sam. There you go.
I just know it comes in the pan. You put it in the thing.
One has salt.
No, it's not just it. Oh. I'm no expert. I'm sorry.
This is why we carry on in the kitchen, because I had no idea. It's okay.
That was the ultimate carry-on. You got all of our scallions cut up and like they look great. Yes.
So class.
Yeah, so you want it to almost be like a bit of a paste because it'll make rolling easier.
Okay.
So you really don't want any like big chunks of meat or even chunks of veggies. Like you want everything kind of like
Evenly distributed.
Exactly. Distribute.
Yes.
I'm not on mushrooms.
Well, this episode
sometimes.
Yeah, that this episode.
Okay, I think we're good. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Time to wash and I get my hands.
Okay. What do we need to roll so I can prep that?
Okay, so we're gonna take the wrappers
Okay.
and you're gonna separate them. That's the fun part. And then when you do it, just do it like every other. So you'll kind of like
massive.
exactly. So my grandmother was 100% Chinese,
Okay.
and my grandfather is Vietnamese. And it's a little like
Dicey?
a little dicey for them to like be together. But they ended up, having 13 kids, so pretty solidified little family. And my grandmother was such a great cook, and that's who my father learned to cook from. So my mom is Mexican, and her family were just, always pretty much in need of, extra money. So she would work a lot, even as a kid. So she would work out in the fields, and she actually got a job at this chicken processing plant, also gutting chickens. And, as the 70s, she was in the
Meat and over chicken, their eyes met. Did they ever talk about when because those two very different cultures come together, did they have resistance from their families? Or, were their families supportive? Were your grandparents, I guess, like, okay, you love this guy, we love him too. Or you love this woman, this American Latina,
I guess. In a perfect world, I'm sure.
Right.
But sadly, no. There was a lot of resistance when, the day my brother was born, the nurse in that hospital actually took down, was filling out the birth certificate, and they both told them their ethnicities, and she said, I give it 6 months. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
To whoever you are,
That and I hope you know.
they're still together. Those two are still together, and it's been well over 40 years. And they've just been through a lot together. But yeah, they were either from like harder, circumstances. It's what sort of like brought them together and having a sweet little family.
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with like it a lot, but we grew up with a lot of love.
Yeah, that's great.
And one way to show love is through cooking. So,
all right, here we are. Okay.
All right. So I just need a spoon and probably, let's say kind of a regular like spoon you'd eat with. That's a really great, easy, like exactly. That's a great barometer for how much filling to put in. And it's such an easy process too. It just looks complicated. It's great. All
right, now.
Okay. So you lay it like a tray. Make sure to have the corner. Yeah, it's like you're gonna have the corner facing you.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's folded. It's fine. We'll work them. Okay. Wrappers happen like this all the time, especially because usually they freeze them. Okay. And you're gonna get about that much on your spoon. We're just going to dollop it right here on the far edge. We can kind of use our paper to dig out the last of it. Okay. And then you're going to kind of like fold over and then sort of work it back.
Okay.
See? Then you're going to fold just like a diaper.
Okay.
And then you just roll. And then you can tuck in any corners that are sort of sticking out. We want to kind of like have a little tension when you roll, You can pull back a bit. And then, not bad for my first one.
It's like a pancake.
My mom would have totally yelled at me already.
Oh, she is actually she's not the active one, but she rolls like a machine.
Like, you know what? It's my grandmother. My grandmother taught her how to roll, and that's why. And then you just put a little egg wash on the end. If it's not sealing well, then you can also use that yolk, and that'll actually seal it even faster. You can go on the outside too. It's okay, as long as you get it to see it. And hence, egg roll.
Yay!
Oh yeah, that would have been subjected by my mom.
Okay, let's see if I can do mom. I can do it. When I even read it.
Okay.
Okay, there's my little dollop.
Yes. Okay. You're fold it over.
Yep. Fold it over.
Exactly. You can give yourself a little room at the top, so you gotta kind of come back at it. Okay. I find it cool. And then fold. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna kind of like shape it so it's a little rounder. Exactly. Okay. And then roll. And then fold them in. Yes. Okay. Okay. Fold both sides in. Exactly. And don't be afraid it won't.
I'm afraid it's going to break.
It won't break. Yeah. That's the great part about these red much. Just a little. Yes.
Right here?
Yes. Listen. So,
We'll have some soon. My first egg roll.
You did it. This is great. That is much better than many people's first attempts. My mom loves to, like, basically reject our.
Oh, does she?
Yes. Okay, what was your thing for?
What's the thing your mom made?
Oh my gosh. So we have this recipe for it's also sliced. And we grew up eating a lot of like my dad's pussy.
Okay.
And she makes this really great version of Titkal, which is like, how do I explain it? Like this weird school friends how I explained Titkal. So it's like you do like sort of like a slow cooked pork kind of dish.
Okay.
And the different like sauces you use, along with a couple boiled eggs as well, and then some broccoli raw, which is like, like the broccolini, basically. And you cook it all together, and then you have that, and it's just, the sauce is great, boiled egg with the pork is great, and it's all just very slow. It's slow cooked, so everything's like really soft and saucy.
Soft and saucy. Just like you.
Like me. So it's just a really good, it's like a really good feel good meal, I think my cousin once referred to it as like, that's a different language. Maybe it is. I don't know. There are different versions of egg rolls too. Just
okay.
So there's like this, which is like an everyday kind of egg roll. There's like year 4,
right?
You're not doing well and you don't have money for meat. You use taro instead.
Okay.
Which are actually still, I think it's still yummy, but if you're not used to, if you're used to having like pork egg rolls, then you downgrade to taro, I gotcha. Like
which you can make work.
Exactly. But taro is a great choice for our vegan and vegetarian friends.
Okay.
And then, there's also what we call the deluxe egg rolls. So those have seafood because my dad grew up in South Saigon where there's freshwater and saltwater seafood. So lucky. So I love deluxe egg rolls. They're just a lot of extra work too. So they have crab meat and shrimp and more. So they very much are deluxe, but that's a whole different beast. We de-shelled crab once and did it that way, and that's so much harder. But so good. We loved it.
Yay. Our egg roll is up for tonight. All right. Now, how do we cook these bad boys?
So we're going to probably do, I think, like 2-ish inches. You want enough to like cover, not fully cover, because they'll float. Just enough oil.
What kind of heat do we want?
You're going to do medium to high. Okay? Downside heat will kind of be a little terrifying. Let's start there. And with your egg rolls, you want to fry them till they're a darker side of golden brown. Okay. If you want it even darker than that, that's okay too.
How about that?
That's beautiful.
Just like that.
Lovely.
Yes. So how do I know when it's ready? When it's starting to bubble?
So this is really great. Do you have a pair of chopsticks? So you put your chopsticks in the pan.
Open the
just the tips. Just the tip.
Hey.
And if it's bubbling around the tip, then it's ready. If not, then it's not. So
okay.
Not ready.
Not ready now. Well. Okay.
Don't do that with your chopsticks.
That's called the white girl mistake.
It's okay.
We'll just wait. Look, it's that chopsticks. Fine. The chopsticks.
I love that you threw this.
I was like, we're done with that. This is the movie magic of it all. This is like the whole thing of it all. Now, back to Goonies. Who do you think was using your spidey sense of actors who are a pain in the ass? Who do you suspect was the biggest pain in the ass on this? Include the adults as well. Because Joey Pants is in this.
I feel like everyone was easy to to deal with, though. Maybe the lady who played Ma, because she was probably older by then and was like, I don't want to put up.
And I'm a kids movie.
Exactly. Like I was on like all of these movies, like Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah.
I'm used to being the old grumpy lady, but she's probably the nicest humans.
Yeah.
usually that's what happens. Like anyone who plays a villain on TV is usually the kindest human. Like Lena Headey, I worked with her. Not such a sweetheart, but like the best Cersei ever because it's very easy to meet her. Can we do the chopstick test?
What?
I thought you were using the tongue for the chopstick test. And so I could.
That's the white girl. This is how you test it as a white girl.
Which is not totally true.
Right.
It's not totally like.
I'm not a total white. Thank you. It's true. This is true. I don't know if you know, I was, keep rolling, girl. I was born in Guam.
Yeah.
And which sounds really strange. Not a lot of people are born in Guam. My dad was stationed there in the military, and he was in charge of getting all of the camps for the refugees together, making sure they knew where to check in, where their housing was, and where the childcare was, and giving them trades and telling them where to go. And like my dad was all about that kind of operation. My mom, who always worked, was also there as like a secretary and an aide and everything. And wait a minute, now. The chances are her dad was there at the same time. So I was there, that means it would have been 75 to 78.
Okay, so he was there whenever Saigon fell. So that was, 75?
Okay. Yeah. So they very well could have known each other.
Yes.
That's crazy. They had a lot of refugees.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and then Typhoon Pamela, knocked out everything.
Yeah.
And we then went to Virginia. After that. So imagine going from Guam to Virginia where it's snowing.
Didn't say.
Yeah. Such a crazy, change of environment. But your dad was in Guam, and then he went to Texas.
Arkansas.
Yeah. That's where it was.
She was stationed at Fort Tucker, Arkansas, which actually, this is even more wild too, are needed volunteers at the reaction. Her father is also in the camps and a little older than my dad, but are there at the same time at Fort Tucker. So, yeah.
So crazy. With my dad.
Yep.
That is so
crazy. All these years later, we'd all end up
together.
That's actually why I have this name. So this is my Vietnamese name.
Okay.
I find Vietnamese like nickname. It's like, you have like your regular name, your given name, and you have your family in town village like nickname.
Okay.
And my dad was in line for the canteen in Guam, and someone recognized him and called him by his village.
Yeah, no.
And ended up telling him that his older brother, he had two older brothers in the war, but one was a POW and never seen again. But his other brother was there at Guam at the same time. So they got reunited because of his nickname. So I always wanted to use this. And my family in Vietnam, most of them know me as Latte instead of
so where did Samantha come from?
Samantha actually came from my dad learning English by watching TV. And it was the 80s, and he loved Bewitched. He also loved Little House on the Prairie. So I was almost in Laura.
I was dying. I'm really dying to with Samantha. You don't look like Laura.
I was going to be Laura Lee Lou or Sarah Lee Lou. Thank God he went with Samantha. Yes. So thanks to Bewitched, I have.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that I ended up working in television as an adult when I was named for a television.
I think a lot of people were named after Samantha. There's a lot of things. Yeah.
That year, absolutely. But yeah, that's why I ended up being Samantha. And I don't have a middle name.
So then what's your Vietnam name?
So my Vietnamese name is Batik, and it means Snow White.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this is actually my dad's handwriting too.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
It's very cool because his age range of folks for his culture especially, not down with the tattoos. So it was really wild that he is he loves it and he wrote it. I told him, I was like, but if you write it, I can actually have your handwriting tattooed on me. So that's my way of always carrying my dad with me.
I love that. Okay, wash my chopsticks.
Okay. Almost there. They're starting to bubble. Yeah, we're good. See? The bubbling?
I see the flip.
There you go.
All right.
So you're ready.
Okay. So then,
And it's like you can turn it down to if any start to pop. Usually that just happens when you use frozen meat, especially if it's like there's a little oil or a little water in there.
okay.
So you can always turn them down when they pop.
So do I just want to, how close do I want these bad boys?
You can have them pretty close because they'll kind of float. So you kind of like turn them as they go. Eat. You can just slide it. Carrie, that sounds so like.
Well, we were talking about the tip.
Yeah, I love those things. Yeah,
Slide it in, adjust the tip.
You can just like gently.
Okay,
Yeah, you don't want to splash.
chicken.
You definitely don't want to splash.
Chicken, Sam.
Oh my god.
My hands in that way.
It's easy. You just like ease it in. See? Okay. Just doesn't get any better. Doesn't get any
Treat her like a lady.
The more I say it, the worse it sounds.
Treat her like a lady. Not.
I always laugh at it. You're right. I like to kind of like fill the pan.
Yeah. Okay.
It just makes it a little worth. Okay.
So we just wash them and slowly turn them. How much do you think on each side? Just keep eyeball them?
Yeah, you'll kind of eyeball them. As they start to get golden, you'll see, because see how it's a little like uncooked
Yeah.
on the top. So once the oil gets absorbed, they'll really start to brown, and then you can put them up to cut.
And then what do I do? So I have like a slate with a paper towel situation happening? Okay.
Yes. And one really great reheat tip. So use an air fryer if you want to reheat your egg roll to make it crispy again. Okay. If you don't want it crispy or you don't care, you can use a microwave. Not our cup of tea. That's going to be one soggy egg roll. But hey,
And I don't stirring. Right. He likes a soggy egg roll. That sounds like
it's super weird. We used to tell people to use their like oven, but now that air fryers are a whole thing, and use that convection oven. Yeah, use that convection oven and air fry it to reheat it, and it'll be crispy like me.
okay.
Yeah.
How are we doing with that? More?
Well, yeah, then just flip it. So you'll flip on the other side. Exactly. And they can be a little dark golden brown. So don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Okay.
It's the nice thing about egg rolls too. They can do like different shades of absolutely.
Okay.
Different shades of brown.
Okay.
Like myself.
Not like me. Lighter shades of brown.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You can go a little lighter, you can go a little darker first. It's really
darker than me. Especially the berry.
Well, and it'll be crispier, right? So yes, you get it like fully cooked, it'll be really crispy. Yeah, you just want to like flip it to exactly. Okay. Yeah. See, yeah, golden brown. This is exactly.
What do you typically dip them in?
So you have a couple choices.
Okay.
Usually we use a fish sauce mix.
Okay. What's that
So
usually?
you take fish sauce and add a little water and a little splash of like vinegar, white vinegar,
Okay.
or rice wine vinegar is fine too, and some sugar, and then any like pepper if you want it kind of peppery. And you mix it together, and it makes sort of like a sweet vinegar.
Oh, okay.
Sauce.
Okay.
Why
do I always remember egg rolls with like a sweet,
chili sauce?
yeah, a sweet chili sauce.
A lot of people love that because it's got like that honey sweetness to it. That's a great choice as well. I'll never say no to a sweet chili sauce. Or you can also use soy sauce or your soy sauce alternatives. Like I love Bragg's so much. And I'll use Bragg's if it's, if the fill-in's not very salty, then I will use something that's a little saltier. If it's like pretty salty, then I'll usually go for chili sauce or, which is the fish sauce.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yum.
We also love chili oil. That's also a great, that's a whole recipe in and of itself. And that one,
That's a different episode.
I can't share.
Oh, that one is,
That would be mad that I gave away the chili oil recipe. It's a whole thing. There's actually a place in Vietnam where you can go visit, and they will show you their like already cooked bats.
Have you been to Vietnam?
You can, yes.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been back since 2019 now, so I really, I would love to go very sooner rather than later. I have a lot of cousins that miss me and I miss them.
Oh, yeah. I hear it's beautiful.
It's really beautiful. The food is pesos. You know,
Wow.
you can't beat it, especially it's like on being in the South by, like I said, the freshwater seafood and saltwater seafood. I mean, it's not even fair.
Right. So what's even happening?
It's not fair. Like I came home and I would just dream of all of the street food of like the clams and the different skewer kind of things you can get. There's a really great, I guess it translates to like a chicken salad, and I guess it is in a way, but it has a lot of like vinegar on it, and it's like fresh shredded chicken, and you can just buy it and they put it in the bag. They have it in like, like those popcorn machine kind of things, and they just scoop it up and put it in the bag. And
Actually, when you're on the boat, there's been food vendors that are on the boats along the river there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like if anyone's ever been to Bangkok, the little Thailand. Exactly.
Okay, now we do.
It's like very similar.
How do you feel about this?
Oh, those are beautiful. I think you can go a touch closer on the lightest side, but that's a really great brown, and so is that one.
Okay.
We like our brown and
the pork to be cooked.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's okay if they're varying sizes. Like my mom is a machine; she can roll them. Perfectly.
Size doesn't matter.
Size doesn't matter, and also it gives a
And
kid
thickness.
Well, for an egg roll,
For an egg roll,
it can be whatever.
whatever length, gust.
Exactly. Whatever you'd like.
Whatever's your
Same for life.
Yeah, same with life.
This is a great scene with his shoes, the little shoes that squirt oil.
Mhm.
I love all
Love that. All his little gadgets and how he had the jacket with the lights. Slick shoes. That's what
Slick
it's called.
shoes,
Slick
that's it.
shoes. Slick shoes. And he always had like cool, like, and who got to be like the prop master or like the costume designer who created those? Like,
I don't know if they're out there. I
we want to know who you are. Yeah. Who came up with all of his cool jacket inventions? Because Data was cool. Like, and honestly, for Americans, to see an Asian actor in 1985 was unconvincing, and not playing someone who worked at a restaurant, someone who was a refugee, someone who was like, oh, it was the war or something, just like a typical suburban kid. I don't know if we ever had an example of that type of kid until this movie.
No, it's like I'm the right here. I'm ready for the big reveal.
Look at that. That's looking good. Look at the steam coming out.
I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. I'm sorry.
Hot. So we're going to have to wait a second.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Right.
So thank you, Sam.
Thank you for having me.
Always love learning how to cook. So, okay, here we go.
There's something to have flavor.
You know what it needs? No, I'm kidding.
That's really good. Well, like the show. Carry on.
Carry on. Thank you, everyone, for joining Sam and I. These are really freaking good.
Okay.
I love it. And as much as I thought you were putting way too much onion powder, definitely do. There's the smell test.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please follow Sam at Everyday Action and see all the amazing work she's doing there. And as always, comment below if you want to know more about Vietnamese cooking. Comment, subscribe, share this with your mother who needs to learn how to make egg rolls. These are delicious. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Can I double dip? That's minus, right?
If anyone is offended by the ingredients either, well, we want to know what you put in your egg.
Exactly.
Or not be turkey. Poo.
Oh, come on.